So I hope you can see my screen now. Alright. So first thing that we have to understand, how do we create a report in Salesforce? We understand that there is a lot of data already there in Salesforce, and one thing that we always do with data is we generate a few reports and try to do some analysis on that data. So we have reporting ability in Salesforce. Now, what you have to do, first of all, before you create a report, you have to decide on which data you want to use for your report. We have seen that we have so many objects: accounts, contacts, opportunities, accounts, contacts, opportunities, and then cases, and the custom objects that you have created, right? So first thing, you have to decide on which object you want to use for creating report. Do you want to create it for account, or for opportunity, or for contact, right? So that is what you select in the report type. So this thing is called report type. I'll just show you a demonstration as well. So first thing when you start creating a report is you select a report type. Alright. So in report type, basically we decide on which object we want to use for creating reports. Second is, you have to decide on what all fields you want in the report, which fields of data. If you want to create a report for account, so in account, what data you want to be displayed on the report? Account names, websites, industries, types, revenues, what fields you want on the report, right? Third is, you need to understand what all filters you need on the report. Got it? When I say what all filters you need on the report, I mean what data, or which part of the data you want. Do you want to create a report or generate a report on the entire data, or only data from a particular country where the country is, let's say, USA? Or I want to create a report on all the records where the created date is in last 7 days, which means the records which have been created in last 7 days, or the records which were created in last 30 days, right? So that is filter. So what data I need, which all fields I need, which all filters I want to put, right? Then you have to decide on what format of the report you want. Format is, how do you want your report to be displayed, right? Is it a simple report, a tabular kind of a report? Is it a summary report? Is it a matrix report? So that is what we have here. So we have 4 formats of the report: tabular, summary, and matrix. The fourth is joint. Alright, so we'll see what each of them mean and how do they look. But these are different formats. So tabular report, as the name suggests, is more like a table. Summary is summarizing the report based on some field. Matrix is again summarizing the report based on 2 fields, and joint is combining 2 different reports together, right? So once you have defined these things, so first thing you select which report type. Second, which all fields you want on the report. Third, which filters. Fourth, what format of the report. How do you want the data to be displayed. Fifth thing is once you are here, once you have defined all these things, your report is ready. Now what do you want to do with the report? So Salesforce allows you a few options. First of all, you can print the report. You can export the report to CSV or XLS. Format. Third is you can save the report for future use. You can just create a report, save it, so that you can use it later at a later point of time. And fourth is you can schedule a report. So this is what you can do with the report. Once you have created the report, you can print, export, save or schedule report. That's it. Got this thing? Now this is what this entire reporting concept is. Alright. And I am pretty sure this is very easy to understand, right? You will not find this kind of very compact thing anywhere in the Salesforce manuals or anywhere, but if you just understand this part, you can create any report in this world and you can answer any question related to report, right? So that is the reason why I have made it very compressed thing for you, so that you understand it very easily. So you just have to start with selecting a report type. Now we know the steps. Let's get started. All right. Let's see how the report works. Alright, so to start creating a report, first thing that you have to do is go to the reports tab. On the reports tab you will have a button called new report. You just have to click on this. Now it will ask you for the report type. So as I told you, you have to decide which object you want to use for the report. I want to create a report for accounts. So I'll go and select accounts. So report type can be a single object, or it can be two objects combined or three objects combined, like contacts and accounts. So if you want to create a report which includes data from contact as well as accounts, because these two things are related, then you should select this report type. You can select accounts for now and then go to create. The moment you click on create, this is the screen that comes to you. This is the report builder screen. Alright. Now you have to create the report on the screen. As I told you, what is the next step? We have to decide on what all fields and filters we need on the report. So that is all a report is. What all fields and what all filters. So this is basically the list of fields here in the left hand side. You see the filters at the top. You see the preview section here. This is the preview of the report where you will see the preview of the report, right? So what we have to do, you can use these fields or you can just click on remove all columns to empty the preview section. Now you can bring your fields, the ones that you want. In the report you want account name, drag and bring it. You want type of the account, drag and bring it. You want industry, then you want number of employees, the fields that you want in the report. Alright. Now once you have decided on what all fields you need on the report, now go and put the filters. Which filters you want to put? You want to include all data. So there is a date field filter which is there by default. You can add more filters as well. So this date field filter is by default on created date, but you can put this filter on other dates as well, any other date thing. Let's keep it on created date. Okay, clear the filter, I make it all time. See, these are the accounts that we have. Which account, how many employees, which technology. So I have got a small report. Alright. Now if you just want to build a report of accounts where the type is customer direct, we see there are a few customer channel and a few customer direct. If I want to build a report only for customer direct, then what do I need to do? I would need to put another filter on the type. So I will go and say add field filter, where type equals got this. So we have so many fields created here now.
Can we change the sequence of the fields after adding them?
Yeah, just drag and move them.
Okay.
Fine. If you want to remove, drag and remove. Fine. So this way you create a report. Alright, your report is done. Fields you put, filters you put. So all these things will depend on what is the requirement of the report, right? Whoever has asked for the report, what is the requirement? So sometimes it happens that you are required to generate a report, monthly report, Okay, so this monthly report should show, let's say, how many leads did you get in last 1 month. So there, this filter criteria should be that lead created date is, let's say, from 1st September to 30th September. So that sort of things. All right. So fields you decide, filters you decide, report is done. Now what is the next thing that we have to do? Format of the report. So this report, as I told you, let's go back and see. Fields and filters we have understood. The next thing what we have to understand is the format of the report. Right. So in the format of the report, there are these 4 different formats, no? Tabular, summary, matrix, joined, right? So we have to decide which format we want. As of now, the one that you see is a tabular format report. It looks like a table, right? Now, in case you want to create a summary report. Summary report will be where you want to sum up or do a summary of some value based on some other values. Let me remove this filter. Now we have different fields here, right? So type is there. In type there are different account types: customer direct, customer channel, these kind of things, right? So in this, if you just want to go and check that under which customer type how many employees are there, then what will you do? Then you will need to create a summary format report. So summary format is very simple. You just need to change it to summary format. The moment you have changed it to summary format report, you have to drop a field here. You will see a drop zone. So you'll have to drop the field based on which you want to do the grouping. So drag and drop it here. So on the type field, we have done the grouping. So type is blank. These are the 9 records where there is no type. It's blank. Type is customer direct. These are the 7 records where type is customer direct. Alright. These are 4 records where the type is. So it has been grouped based on the field that you selected. Okay. The grouping has been done. Now I want to summarize the total number of employees for each customer, for each account type, for example, right? So this side you have dropped the field which should be used for doing the grouping. This side you have to go and summarize this field, number of employees. This is the field you want to summarize. So click on this field, it says summarize. What do you want to do? I want to do sum. Click on apply. Now there is a sum total which appears here for each type. So for customer direct there are total 226,600 employees. For customer channel there is a total of 15,365 employees. Got this thing? So this is a summary report. Now this is a summary report which has details as well. Okay, which has details as in each single record is also appearing. If I just want to see the summary, then I should go to show and remove details. And if you don't want to see this drop zone, then go to show and say remove drop zone. That's it. Now this is a very small summarized report, right? If you are doing business in 5 different countries and your management says in last 1 month how many leads have we received from which country, then you have to use a summary report. Then your tabular report will not work. You cannot create a big tabular report with 10,000 leads in it and give it to the management. All right. So the summary report we just created. So I was just talking about the summary report, that sometimes you have too many records in the report and you do not want to show all the detailed records. You just want to show a summary, that these many records we got from this lead source, or these many we got from this country, something like that. So that is where your summary report will work. All right. So if you want to see the details, just click on show details. All right. Metrics report is also similar to summary report. It's just that in a metrics report you will have two fields to summarize the data. One will summarize horizontally, the other will summarize vertically. That is the difference between summary and a metrics. So for example, if we have one more field here and you want to summarize, do a cross summary on two fields, then you will use a matrix format. So for an example, let's take something from here. Let me see, billing country, what do we have? Okay. So we have billing country here, right? So if you just want to do a cross summary, you want to check the summary of the industries by country, then you will change it to a matrix format. Then you will not keep it a summary format. You will just make it a matrix format. And in the matrix format, you will have two drop zones. If you can see, there is one, there is the second one, right? So as I told you, one will be horizontal, the other one will be vertical. So this side is type that I already have because it was a summary report, and this side the type field is there. You have to drop another field here to do another grouping. So for that I will use billing country. So I'll drag the billing country, put it here. Now which type, which country, how many employees, that you can get. Alright. So as of now it looks a little too much of data on this report, because still it is showing the details. So if you don't see the details, go and say remove details. Okay. Now this is compact. Customer direct, France, no employees. USA, 9,000 employees. So this way. Customer channel, France, these many, USA, 120. Got this thing. If you don't want to see record count, it shows count as well. So sum is what we have done. It is showing count as well. If you don't want to see the counts, remove the counts. Now this is the report that you wanted. So summary report is on one axis, matrix is on both the axes. That is the difference between your summary and matrix. Got it? Now there is another format which is called the joint format. Three formats we have seen: tabular, summary and matrix. Joint format, we will talk about this a little later. Right? So the report is ready. It's very simple. You just go to the reports tab, click on new report, select the report type, come here, put the fields, filters, and the report is ready. Alright. Now the next thing that you have to do, once your report is ready, now your question is, what do you want to do with the report? Do you want to print the report? You want to export it to a CSV or XLS format? You want to save this report so that you can use this report in future, or you want to schedule this report? Okay, so we'll look into that stuff. So whatever you want to do with the report, you just have to go and click on run report. Click on run report. All right. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So now once your report is ready, as we were talking, that once the report is ready, then we have a few options to do. So whatever you want to do, first of all, you will have to click on run report. 1 minute. So right now we are on this screen. This is my report. It's ready. I just want to go out of this report builder screen now. I'll just need to click on run report. You will be taken to this screen. This is where you have to decide what you want to do. You want to print, click on this. You want to export, click on this. You want to save the report, just click on save as, and then save it. Now whatever you save, that will get saved on the cloud only. So that will not get saved on your local thing. So yeah, so it should always get saved in cloud so that we can access it from anywhere. And you can schedule, okay, from here. So for scheduling, you should come to run report and say schedule future runs. What is that scheduling? Scheduling means sending the report on a defined frequency to some users. So before you can schedule a report, you always have to save it. Because if it is not saved, where will Salesforce find that report to send to someone? So first of all, let's save the report and see how we save the report. Click on Save As. Give the name and description of the report. So the name can be anything. Report for account. Description in case you want to give it a description. Country and type. Alright, then you have to decide where you want to save it. Do you want to save it in a personal folder or in a public folder? The difference is personal folder will be available only to you. You will be only able to see it. Public folder means you can put it anywhere. Got it? Anyone can see that. Right? So public folder is where everyone will have access. Personal folder is where you only will have the access, where you only will have access to the report. Alright. So let me put it to the public folder and click on save. Alright, so my report is saved. Let me go back and then schedule the report. So once the report is saved, you can go and schedule the report. Click on schedule future runs. The moment the moment you click on schedule report, you will be taken to the screen. This is where you have to define the frequency. Should it be a daily run, weekly run or monthly run? And who should be receiving the report? Email the report to me if you want to receive it yourself. If you want to send it to someone else as well, just click on to me and others. Right? So currently I do not have more users here. That is the reason why it does not show me options. Otherwise, it will show you a list of other users here which you can add who should receive the report. Right? So let's keep it this time. Frequency you have to define every week. Monday. Every Monday you want to send this report to myself. This will be generated and it will be sent. Start date, end date. Right? Tell me. This is fine. And then you define your start date, end date, and let's say you want to start from this month and you want to end on 30th of November. Absolutely fine. Preferred start time. There are only these three options here because this is a developer edition. When you buy a purchased license, you will have more options. All 24 hours options you will have. You can define a preferred start time. What time the report you want to be sent. So that is it. And then save the report schedule. Clear? So creating of report we have seen. We have created report. Joined report is something that we have not talked about. We will talk about it in tomorrow's session. Before that, I will talk about report type as well. I mean, how to create a report type and all, and then only you will understand join report. So we are not going into that today. We'll get into that tomorrow. So for today, just go back and create the report, practice on this, and tomorrow we will meet. Tomorrow we will meet our regular time as we do. So, and we will talk further on the reports. Fine. Alright then, see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.